Major
Yes,
is
sir.
older and Steez is the young one.
Actually, other way around.
Really? Are you older?
Yeah.
Surprising. It's always the shorter one.
Big
that's the
fact,
younger
big
one.
fact, yeah.
Somehow, I mean, your dad was in a band. You are related to Miriam Makeba. Tell me about that.
It's peer pressure. No, not peer pressure. Family pressure, I guess.
What do you think the state of South African hip hop is at the moment?
Casualty ward.
You guys have beef with anyone?
No.
Well, would you
Major,
like
tell
us,
us. Who you got beef
Major,
with?
how?
Who you beefing with?
well,
bro?
well.
would you like us to
Well,
drop
well.
names?
Yeah,
Yeah, drop
definitely.
names.
Oh,
What?
yeah? Well, you know what?
Your mornings with Malumetap.
Majorsteez hanging out with them right till the end of the show. Now, let's start at the beginning. Now, I said I've
Alright.
got some fun facts about them. Fun fact number one, you guys are actually brothers.
Yeah.
Separated by, 2 years?
2 years.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
same mother, same father.
Major
Yes,
is
sir.
older and Steez is the young one.
Actually, other way around.
Really?
Are you older?
Yeah.
Surprising. It's always the shorter one.
Big
that's the
fact,
younger one.
big fact, yeah.
But now you
Life
guys
is
grew
not
up.
fair.
you
A lot of
guys-
people say I look older, but yeah, Steezy is big, bro.
Don't worry, we'll
to
see
me,
it in
yeah.
10 years. In 10 years, it'll start showing.
Ish, ish.
Talk to me about growing up. You guys grew up in a very musical family, right?
yeah.
I mean, the likes of Luther Vandross, Aretha Franklin, that was on the playlist at home.
Yeah.
And somehow, I mean, your dad was in a band. You are related to Miriam Makeba. Tell me about that.
It's peer pressure. No, not peer pressure. Family pressure, I guess. I don't know what the right phrase is, but yeah, no. It's music is essentially in our family. It's been in our family for a while, but it wasn't really the reason we got into it. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? We were in high school. We were trying to do something with all this energy we had, and we turned out to not be completely trash at the music thing, and it worked out. So
Did you always know growing up in a musical family, like, okay, at some point we're gonna get into music?
Nah.
Well, we really had a you know what? When I say it's in the blood, it's in the blood.
Okay.
If you feel me,
Yeah.
Ankletap, Young Taller. So when I mean it's a thing of when you mentioned Miriam Makeba, may I also mention Muesli, which is also blood. It's really in the blood. Why we do this thing and how we do this thing, and we can't do anything else but this thing because it's really a
who
passion
you
more
are.
than anything.
You related to Muesli?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Shout
How
out
so?
Mzala.
Cousins or
And who?
Like second cousins.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes,
something like
yes.
that.
Just to mention that Miriam Makeba is our grandmother's stepsister.
Oh, damn.
So
Yeah,
it's
so
proper in the family.
It is in
yeah.
the family.
Yeah, it's
Now,
pretty
most people
deep.
know you guys as a hip hop duo, but I've seen that you guys want to actually take that label, that hip hop genre label,
It
off.
must die. The
Why?
label
Tell
must
me
die.
why. What do you consider your sound as?
We are at this point. We are musical artists. I even took it out of our bio on Instagram because I'm like, this thing is a problem. This thing is closing doors. So you can't say it's hip hop to the world. That doesn't even sound right. That doesn't even sound right, man. It's just SA to the world. That's the mission on us. Global music.
What do you make of the hip hop scene currently in South Africa? Because it's being fused with so
Yeah.
many sounds. Amapiano
yeah.
has influenced so many genres, not just hip hop.
Yeah.
But what do you think the state of South African hip hop is at the moment?
Casualty ward. But we're gonna make a clean recovery. But also we're trying to leave the hospital early. To be honest.
Grootman, please tell me. I would like your opinion. What do you think your opinion in the states of hip hop?
I think it's a confused
Yeah.
sector. I would say the state of hip hop at the moment is not critical, like Steez said, but I would say it's confused because a lot of artists who are considered hip hop artists don't consider themselves hip hop artists, and there's a lot of cross pollination. The sound,
true.
the beats, Afro beats influenced it, pianos
Yeah.
influenced it. But I struggle to see who are the core hip hop artists that are still
Yeah.
just making hip hop. You look at Blackie and how amazing he's done. The likes of yourself, the likes of Phantom Steez. There's a lot of cross pollination. That's how I
Yes.
feel.
Right. Right.
I know Kgosigadi wants to
I
she wants
hear
to
you.
question some of your friendships.
Yeah, because I mean, guys, everybody has
Oh, no.
dreams, right?
Yeah.
Everybody has dreams. I aspire to like meet Rihanna
Okay.
and like many other famous people. And you guys were featured on AKA's last album.
Yeah.
Country, and you described that experience as a very dreamy experience. You know, like
Eh.
it was a dream collaboration.
Yeah.
Why
Yes,
was
yeah.
that
We weren't
specifically?
featured on Mass Country. We were actually we had a single, right? The only and the last single that AKA has ever released after Mass Country is with us.
With
Yeah.
you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you
We're
for the
not
clarity.
we're not on Mass Country.
How did that
album.
relationship start between yourself and Mega?
It started about like 3, maybe 4 years ago when we were, even before our first hit song Asbonge, like I think he had just noticed the motion on the streets
Yeah.
and online, and he started supporting us immediately. Like he pulled us out to a couple shows in Pretoria, and no one recorded or filmed or spoke about it, but this man behind the scenes was like, he took us under his wing for a long time, but it took 3 years to actually get into studio together, because I mean the Mega was the Mega, like he was
Sure.
operating on the highest level. You know what I'm saying? He had also been going through a lot, so we're just grateful today that we actually have something that'll live forever with him.
Now you mentioned getting your start, that first big single. You worked with
Yeah.
Casper.
Yeah.
It's widely known that Casper kind of played a role in launching you guys.
Yes,
I
yes,
want to
yes.
know that there's a rumor that when Casper found out that you guys were in the studio with the Mega,
Yeah.
that he kind of distanced himself. He wasn't too happy about it.
Yeah.
Is that true?
It's very true. He wasn't happy about it, man. But
Did he say anything?
Well, you know what? I don't know if Steezy or I should, say anything on this topic, but yet I think it was a thing of just, beef, my nigga. If I'm allowed to say on air,
Yeah.
the beef was real, and you know what?
You're saying the beef between the two of them?
Yes, but between the two goats was
Yeah.
really real. Was really real, and we didn't understand it until we did.
How's that
So-
for you guys, though, as artists? Because, I mean, you weren't part of the beef.
Yeah.
You obviously want to work with everyone or anyone that you can, and you could
Yes.
be influenced by both. What do you do in a
Uh-huh.
situation like that? And even if we make it hypothetical and not make it about the two goats,
Yeah.
but how do you navigate
To
if
be
you
caught
know,
up in
okay,
it.
artist A is beefing with artist B,
Yeah.
and the two of you want to work with both of those people? Do you have to pick sides?
Well, we
well,
didn't pick a side, obviously.
Thank you, my brother.
We didn't pick a side because
we did
here we
not.
are today, having worked with both of them, and I think it would have been different had we been signed to either one of them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Had we been signed, it might have been different. Then like true, okay, we have to be like loyalties and family ties have to
Yeah.
be considered. But at the end of the day, we weren't signed to your viewing when Asbonge came out, but we're obviously forever grateful for the opportunity, and we grew up listening to and like idolizing both of them. So the opportunity to work with the Mega came through, and he was actually one of the first people that showed us love on the street during the come up. Of course, we're gonna jump at it, but yeah, I don't.
Do you
Picking
guys
a
have
side,
beef with anyone?
No.
Well, would you
Major,
like
tell us. Who you got beef
Major,
with?
how-
Who you beefing
Guys,
with? bro?
well.
Would you like us to
Well,
drop
well.
names?
Yeah,
Yeah, drop
definitely.
names.
Oh
What?
yeah. Well, you know what? When it comes to a major thing, you know what? We love peace, and so fortunately, we do not condone any violence, and we have peace with
Oh,
everybody.
Major.
You made us feel like you're gonna give
And
us the
that's
name.
why.
Yeah,
Yo,
really.
and let me just tell you, that's why we're able to work with anybody.
That's awesome. Now, talk to me a little bit about your ventures into radio. You know, you're not just musical artists as you declare yourself, but you guys are also in the same space in broadcasting.
Yeah.
How did that come about? How did the YFM thing come about?
That thing actually just happened on its own. We were very surprised as like they called us into office and said, "Yo, what do you wanna do?" We were like, "What do you mean? What do we wanna do? You called us here." And then they were like, "Nah, we wanna rock with the kids. You guys are rocking with the kids. Connect us somehow." We're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay." And now they gave us a platform, so shout out to them. It's actually crazy because, like I'd say 70% of our childhood we grew up listening to Tap every morning.
Hey,
every morning.
malume.
I know.
Like my whole high school life.
Yeah.
dog.
It's actually a crazy story.
Yo, dog. Yo.
So how
yeah.
old are you guys?
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no.
we can disclose that a bit later, but yet
Okay.
we grew up listening to
Yeah.
Ankletap.
I'm
like
21
for real,
forever.
for real.
Yeah.
And
So
it's
you guys,
pretty
I mean, when
crazy.
I started there,
Yeah.
you guys were about 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, and the
So
highest.
it's on the highest level.
Yeah.
I'm part of the Vumani Bulls, I'm telling you. Now, there's a big question before you guys got in here that the whole team have been discussing. I'm going to let Kgosi ask.
And I'm so
Okay.
sick of it because since for the past 3 days, all that's been going on in the studio is what's the quell, what's the quellington, what's the quells,
what's the quell?
and I'm just like, dude, you need to actually explain to me what this quell situation is.
Yeah.
What is to quell? It's like, no, when you quell, you in Quellington. I'm like, my goodness Christ. Can somebody
where does it come
explain
from? Where
this
does
thing?
the whole
Where does it
culture come from?
The lingo and the slang comes from this group from KZN. They're called the Quellas. They're based in Johannesburg now, but they're from KZN. And they arrived in Jersey with this quell, Quellington on the highest quell. You know
So
I'm
what
saying?
is to quell though?
It depends on what you're trying to talk about. So if you're talking about breakfast, then
So the meaning is in
Give
the
us some
context.
examples. Like, give us context with an
Okay.
example.
Like right now being on UFM with Ankletap, our radio goats, we're calling it on the highest level. You understand?
So it's like a win. Like it's a
Yeah, in that
it's
context,
like
I use it as a
W.
win.
Yeah.
But now, if Major has a date with the hunt tonight and he's looking forward to it or hopes Kutsi goes well, he can say with you, I want to quell this story later.
Okay, and then if the date was successful, what will he say?
He quelled
It
it on the
quell- he
highest
quelled.
level.
No, it was a quay. If I ask him how it was after the date, he'll say it was a quay. I say, we're inside.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where were
it's a very like a complicated lingo, but you gotta tap in.
Ah, you gotta tap
We gotta
in.
tap in. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna give you this one right here.
Standing up.
Country with this song. You've
Yeah.
got Durban represented. You've got Cape Town, Joburg. Talk to me about who's on the song.
All
We've
right,
got
all right.
5 brews on this
Yeah,
song.
yeah. It's definitely such a collective, man. We put together what we feel as hip hop right now, the stage and like the states of hip hop. So I would like to send a shout out to Lucas Raps.
I was about to say I can hear Lucas on here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is Pretty Ugly also on this?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yo. Let me do my shout outs.
Do your shout outs, yo.
Oh, yo, Tap. Let me do that. Yo, shout out to Ziggy 4X. Shout out to Lucas Raps. Shout out to Usmamane. Shout out to Baby Days and Steez. Please.
We're missing us.
Oh no, you are dizzy. Pretty Ugly. We got a lot of
yeah.
gentlemen on the, yo,
Yo.
we made it a Mazda. Shout out to everybody. We pulled out the whole nation for this one.
When did you
Yeah.
drop?
We stand it on
So it's
we
2 weeks
stand on
ago.
business. Yeah.
This was 2 weeks
yeah.
ago, and we're dropping a new song this Friday, called Matata, featuring Trevor Jackson from the United States. It's off of our debut album, which is coming out 19 July. So for the first time, we're not making people wait. We're feeding the streets. We're really trying to stay on
Go
their
in,
necks.
yeah.
Here's guap.
Yeah.
As a group that not only is paving your own way and making waves, but
Yeah.
like I mentioned the radio thing, you're in tune with the next gen, what's happening on the
Yes.
streets. Who should we be looking out for? Who have you been working with lately and you're like, yo man, this person is about to be huge in the world of music?
You know what? Let me think about even just on the track. I think like from example of like the artists that we featured on Standing on Business, Ziggy 4X, the Afrikaans drill artist from Cape Town. Very, very interesting guy. Very, very interesting guy. Unique
Talented.
style, something completely fresh, completely new.
Yeah.
80 blow van onze hemel, literally, dog.
What do you make of drill
With
in
the
South
wow.
Africa? Is there a space for drill?
I don't know if there's so much a space for drill, but there's definitely a space for what he's doing. And that's like taking the Afrikaans language and putting it in the mainstream.
Ziggy has made his own sound. But yet, to answer your question, it's Majorsteez, baby. That's what's next. It's Majorsteez.
You guys are it.
That's
So you're
what-
dropping something on Friday. Event-wise, talk to us. You guys are always involved in the biggest. I see the jacket you're wearing, Cotton Fest, etc. Are you guys planning your own event space?
Yes.
Tell us about it.
For the past couple of months, we've been hosting what we've been calling the pajama party. We've revived that theme from years ago, and it's been extremely successful. We sold out Drama Bramfontein twice. Drama
Is it an
Cape Town
actual? But
once.
you must come in pajamas.
Yeah, like very
Yeah.
strictly. You arrive in pajamas, and if you don't arrive in, then you pay extra at the door. We're hosting a festival in September now, alongside a company called Hype Nation, and obviously our employers are why we're putting together an event called the Sweet Life Pajama Party, 20 September.
Nice day after my birthday. I might come join you.
Oh yeah.
Pull up with the gown
Send a
level and the
ticket.
bonnet.
Don't worry, the gown level will be on point.
And the bonnet.
Oh yeah.
I
Can
don't know about a bonnet.
can you tell them right now when your birthday is on air? Right
19 September.
now.
Yeah.
19 September. Everybody pull up in your finest pajamas. We going hard.
All right, man. Thanks so much for coming through, chatting to us. Give us your handles. How do people follow you?
Literally at this point, and God is great for this one. You can just Google us, Majorsteez. That's Majorsteez, Majorsteez, and then our socials will pull up immediately. Just Google us, baby. We're online,
stuff,
standing
man.
on business. Pesgwa.